All right, shout out goes out to G Drum, and it goes as follows. I have 3 suggestions for Undertale fan comics. You should check out Dust Tale Novel Vaccine Korean. You should check out something new that's a good comic, and Horror Tale. I mean, personally, like I'll get into it. Like personally, I probably won't cover it on my channel if I probably won't, but yeah. I'll get into it if I can. Other than that, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for your comment and peace. These things which ye have both learned and received, and heard and seen in me, do, and the God of peace shall be with you. Philippians 4:9. Alright, so Angstrom Levi, or Levy, however you prefer to pronounce it. So we're back with another video of yeah, so we're here, and personally, I'll be real with you. Yeah, I've had issues with Angstrom for years now. This has not been something that's like, oh, I barely want to talk about or anything like that. It's been something I've been letting marinate for a minute because I don't think anyone else is talking about it. Angstrom as a character kind of sucks.
And that's a fact.
Like, his whole thing is he's mad at one of the only good Marks in the entire multiverse for being good and stopping his evil plan because he broke out, evil villains, i.e. the Mauler twins, to help with his endeavors.
You could have torn your arm off, smashed your head in, ripped out your liver. Working with the two of you is a real ethical and moral stretch for me, but I don't have a choice.
And his little bullshit, utopian plan or whatever. So yeah, it is weird that he views Mark, this specific Mark, as a villain. Again, he's an idiot, personally. And that's why people got mad at me for making a video about Powerplex being Mark's biggest hater. At least with Mark, it's a bit more reasonable with Powerplex hating him. No, and then you look at freaking Angstrom, and I'm just like, bro, what do you mean? Like,
make them see invincible! Make them fear invincible! Make them hide!
You're mad at the evil Invincibles, so you work with the evil Invincibles that cause your mental instability in the first place.
What?
How is that logical? You have to understand how his plan was formulated. He was disfigured by an accident caused by his own making, and his entire catalyst for blaming Invincible was he was there. He foiled his plan, and now he has to stop him. And also, yeah, again, Marks who aren't even the same Mark. Seriously, who is writing this character? Like, I genuinely try to like Angstrom. Like, a lot of people don't like Angstrom Levi. I don't mind him personally. I think his design is interesting. I think his story still sucks. I think for the most part, his whole, trying to make the world a better place by using the multiverse's, resources are actually pretty cool, in my opinion. I just think personally, everything besides that is just awful. His motivation is just awful. Like, again, Mark has done nothing wrong. So it doesn't make any sense why this version of Mark has to get punished for the actions of other versions of Mark. And then work with the other.
This is what you call a prison on your world? I wouldn't even keep you as a slave in my empire! After a year in a Viltrumite prison, I could use a warm-up.
I need to calm down. Like, I really do, because it's like this issue with Angstrom, it just persists because like after the whole like Invincible War, like Angstrom is basically like non-existent for like issues at a time to just focus on different plot lines and different story arcs. So he's not going to be around for a minute. And then when he does come back, it's like, what are you still doing here? What do you want? At this point, there's like no room for like understanding. Everything that happens to Angstrom is entirely his fault, especially after this point. Because he could have just left Invincible alone. He could have just left him alone. He could have just been like, look, man, I lost to him. Maybe this isn't the way to go. Maybe I shouldn't punish the only good Mark for the actions of his alternate counterparts. No, maybe that's a little stupid, in my opinion. No, he just continues to kidnap Eve and, to hold her at Sphere Point, waiting for Invincible to come back so he can inevitably fail again. And he does fail inevitably again. Yeah, and after that, it's pretty much the last time we see of him, and then some reason he gets wiped out of the multiverse somehow. I don't know how, but yeah, I guess he was like the focal Angstrom in this multiverse of superheroes and whatnot. So wiping him out wipes out every other version of Angstrom, I'm pretty sure. And when did Angstrom have a child in the his story just goes nowhere. Like, his resolution goes nowhere. Like, his final, like, confrontation with Invincible pretty much is summed up like this. I'm still mad at Mark for nothing he did wrong. Eve is like, oh, well, you're stupid for having this hatred for Mark. You're an idiot. He's like, I guess I am stupid. Let me bring Mark back. Let me go ahead and fix what I did. It took you this long to figure this out?
Me personally, I wouldn't take this level of disrespect.
Like, I'm sorry, no, I hate it. I hate all of it. I hate everything about that. No, 1,000 times no. I despise Angstrom's character and his character arc because they have no arc. He gets unceremoniously sliced and diced and turned into a guinea pig for another Mark's freaking pleasure and whole curiosity, which is even crazier that he spent all this time teaming up with evil Marks and he gets quadruple crossed by the same Mark that he even worked with in the first place and then later betrayed. So again, his betrayal is again a long time coming. You stranded this version of Mark in a freaking universe full of cannibal versions of Mark, and then you had him fend for himself. No shit, he wants his get back. I mean, who wouldn't? Are you crazy? So yeah, I don't know, man. I just feel like personally, like Angstrom just like, I feel like him as a character is just like, it's basically just here to show how dumb Angstrom is and how dumb most of these Invincible villains are. Like seriously, he's not even the worst offender. Like, don't get me wrong. Like Powerplex, though I think he's a bit more interesting. Obviously, Angstrom, I will say his issues are still stupid. There's no freaking way you work for the GDA and you still blame Mark for this. You have him in 4K being tortured by freaking Omni-Man and you're still like, yeah, this is your fault. All of this is your fault. This death is your fault. And then you have him fry his own family and him like, oh, yeah, this is your fault too. I'm like, in a way, I get it, because if he never resisted his death, you know, then his family would kind of sort of still be around. Maybe, probably. It depends on the output of his power, but who knows? But it's like, how is everything Mark's fault somehow? It's like, there's no way these villains are this like non-self-aware. Like, you would think some of them would have an iota of common sense amongst them. These people are supposedly functioning members of society before they met Invincible. And I'm just like, how? This level of critical thinking skill, you would imagine these two would be on the slow bus. Like, they would be on the spectrum, because this makes no sense. They're both neck and neck for the stupidest rationalities I've ever seen for blaming Invincible. Like, seriously, there's so many things to blame Mark for. Getting his whoop, not being strong enough, holding back, etc, etc. I could list off the entire Invincible series and we would have an entire video here. All I'm saying is, at the end of the day, no, I just don't like Angstrom. I think Angstrom kind of sucks. I really do. It's just not something that I enjoy looking at. Angstrom himself as a character is just boring. Like, honestly, his motivations are just stupid. Like, they're just idiotic. The only way to fix Angstrom, I feel like, in my opinion, and this could be a hot take, is like, have him have a more personal beef with Mark. You could do that in literally numerous amounts of ways. Like, have, I don't know, Mark accidentally, like have a flashback or something of Mark like just going on patrol, and like have Angstrom be there and have him in his younger superhero days, you know, when Omni-Man was still a hero in this world. No, have him just make a mistake and cause a bunch of casualties, because they did something like that in like the Flaxman invasion in season 1, where like Mark tried to save like this old lady.
A few minutes later.
I'm just spitballing here. Anything's better than what we have, like, but I'm just saying. But at the end of the day, yeah, that's my take on Angstrom Levi as a character. I don't like the guy. Like, personally, I tried. I really did. I really did. But he's just not a good character. He's just not well written, personally. He's written to be functionally like slow. Anyway, peace.
This motherfucker don't miss.
No, he's fucking good.
That motherfucker don't miss, man.
He's good.
In the heat of battle, he don't miss.
No.
In the heat of controversy, he don't miss.
No.